Okay, so I made this just a couple of days ago. I think you remember by my last video, but as you can see, there's something that it isn't convincing me. That is this part of here of the armhole. So what I'm gonna be doing right now is I'm going to be showing you how to fix this problem, because I mean, if I did it, obviously you are going to be doing it too. So just how I can tell you is that I can show you how to fix this part of here, and you'll see just basically how I can correct it. So before I begin, I have to tell you that you will need to unstitch all the sleeve, both the sleeves, to be honest. Okay, other thing that I did wrong here is that while you're making a test, you have to add a couple of centimeters for the back only, just like I did with my moulage one. I don't have a video recorded for this one, but you can just check like I did it, how I did it in the back. I was actually going to be making a design here, but I didn't, so I'll be showing you or teaching you actually how to do the moulage thing just in another video, okay? But for now, this is why I told you that you had to do this with a scrap, and I'm going to be working with my my dress form only and only. So let me take this off first. Okay, so what you will have to do with this is that the way I showed you how to do it is to first sew the sleeves and then sew the sides, okay? So what we have to do is obviously to unstitch the sides first and then the sleeve. All right, so I'm going into it, okay? Okay, I was thinking that if you're making this for a customer, you won't be able just to do it like say to your client, excuse me, I'm gonna be taking your test off, and then I'm going to unstitch this thing, and then I'll come back in an hour or half an hour or what time you take. Just don't. If you're doing this for a customer, what do I recommend to you, okay? So let's say if you don't have like a lot of time because your customer is also busy or whatever, so here let me just stitch this fast. I mean pin, not stitch, okay? And you ask your client like go up and go down, and ask her or them, whatever, if she does this with her arms or their arms and what she's feeling like. All right, well, let's say for example just like it is now, the problem that I'm seeing here is this part of my armhole. So it's going to be tight on your client, maybe a little bit or not so much, but here I'm just pinning these three, and what I'm going to do is just to hold this bag that's holding it here, and just like see how much it's taking. And of course you're asking your customer if you can touch her a little, because these kind of things are going to happen. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is like this bag is like awful. I don't like it at all. But I'm also seeing like the armhole is just too tight. I don't know, but I'm seeing like it's very tight. So with a marker, even if it's a permanent marker, or I would recommend better like a pen or a pencil, whatever you have in hand. And just like this, let's say here I'm holding like this, but maybe I don't need to, because maybe the armhole in front is just okay. maybe, I don't think really, but you're going to leave it just like it is right now. And then just check, for example here, what I have is that I don't like how it seems. It feels like it's too tight or something, and I don't like it. Okay, so I'm just moving my armhole behind, because I'm pretty sure that if my client will, let's say it's tight like in this part of here, and if she's trying to pull her arms in front of her, she's gonna have a lot of trouble. This is going to be feeling very uncomfortable for her. So just like it is, hold it like this, and as you can see, I'm touching my my dart. Oh, I'm sorry, I think I'm calling. I'm holding, I'm going down my dart here. Don't worry, we're going to be moving this dart a little bit more under. This is not gonna be any messy or anything. You'll see. So just like this, because I think the armhole should be better. And now you go under like this, and then I'm seeing maybe this one is too tight in front. I don't really know what's happening in here. So you'll just have this in like a reference. Let me just check this, and I'm gonna be like doing like this. So this is what's just like messing with me right now. This is really messing with me. So I'm just like, I made a dart here, and I'm going to be seeing how it looks like, because sometimes, I don't know if it has ever happened to you, but when you're doing, let's say a v-neck, and then when you put it on the person, it's like this, like hanging like this. And what you need to do is just to place a dart right here, and that's it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is just like I'm holding like this, and it doesn't matter if my dart just goes like that. I'm just going to be closing it on my paper, and that's it. I don't need anything else. All right, so here I was like taking this off, but as you can see, the armhole, I'm seeing like it's very small and tight, and I can tell by this way that this is the problem. As you can see, the same problem, of course, like this. So other thing that I'm going to be recommending you is just to work with one side only. Don't do it with both sides, because it's going to be very asymmetrical for you. Okay, so right now I'm going to take this off, unstitch, and check how it looks like. But I'm also seeing here, remember this, we have 1 centimeter of seam allowance here, like so. Okay. But how it seems is that I have to go a little bit under. I think I was going like this. Okay, so let me check here, because once I put this, I don't see the problem. But when I have, because I have the sleeve in here, I can see how this thing is holding down. So I'm gonna be taking this thing off, like I'm gonna close the dart like this and let the paper do its thing. So the separation, I believe it's like on scale, I think maybe 4 centimeters. So it's, yeah, so it's a little bit. Here I have my little thingy, 3 centimeters. I was saying 4, no, 3 centimeters. So maybe, yes, just like this. And like I told you, I'm taking this off. Maybe the front side is not too bad, but yeah, I'm going down like another 2 or 3 centimeters maybe. I'm talking scale, okay? on scale size. So yeah, I'm taking this off, I'm stitching everything, and I'm coming back to you, okay? So I know that you know, let me change a little here. So here I have the patterns that I've made here. This, maybe I'm going to be using this after, but here I have the ones that I have already cut. So remember that I told you to unstitch the sleeve, the sides and stuff. So now what I'm going to do is to mark my darts. This I have to tell you, I'm currently using like this kind of pen that fades with heat. So what I recommend doing is to take a pencil, a pen, or a permanent marker, whatever you have, and because we are going to be also ironing this whole thing, and before anything else happens, let me just do this first, because I need to get to the middle point of everything of my pattern. So what I'm gonna do, because this thing is completely now kind of useless for me, I'm gonna cut this in half, because I really need this one just in half. Mostly because that's how I'm gonna be working right now. Alright? I mean, this is gonna be easier for me, so I prefer to work like this. And just like I'm telling you, remember to be marking all this way like this. Okay. And also I think I'm gonna be doing this too. And remember I have here 1 centimeter of seam allowance. Maybe and just maybe I'm gonna be using my dress form once again. Let me just flip this over and then mark like this. Okay, so I'm gonna unstitch this. Let me get here. Okay, okay, like this. All right, so now please mark and make sure everything's unstitched, because we are going to iron this thing. Okay, so let me prepare my iron first. Here I have my cord and everything, so it's gonna be easy. And turning it on like this. Okay, now I'm stitching this part here. I mean, I know this is tedious and maybe it's too much work for you. I'm sorry for the noise, background noise. Okay, so I think you can tell that I have you can see now the darts, so I'm gonna be marking them because my iron is ready. So I just need to, I'm just doing it like so. I don't want like to be just too messy or anything, or to mark it to be perfect or whatever. So here I have it, and well, I'm gonna be using this little thing and I'm gonna be ironing it. So I have seen that I made a mistake, like I'm telling you right now. Damn. Okay, I'm getting back to my dress form. I did something wrong. Okay. So now I think, well, maybe not. I'll be leaving. You remember this thing that I did wrong? Okay. So I completely messed up because I had remembered like everything marked down like this. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to my dress form. Don't worry. If you do this mistake too, don't worry. I think, yeah, it won't be that bad. I mean, I remember, well, if you remember by what I've been doing, that the only thing I have to do is to compare both of these sides together to make them equal, okay? So I don't think it's going to be that bad, okay? But I'm still having problem with my armhole, so let's go with it. Okay, so here I have my dress form. Let me get this out. Okay, here I have my dress form. I'm gonna be pinning some pins here, just a couple, because I'll be needing them. Okay. So now, I mean, maybe you can't do this with your customer. However, if you have a dress form that's kind of similar to your customer, then please do. I'm gonna be pinning this like this. But, okay, something that you need to know when you pin is to do it the opposite side. So if you do this, it won't get away, okay? So also here to the shoulder and go down like this. I won't be minding, sorry, someone's goes this way. I won't be minding this too much, but I'm gonna be closing it still, just a little like this, just like it is. But like I'm telling you, I won't mind that much. Now, here I have my main problem. So once I close this, here it is. You can see it. I mean, can you see it? So I'm stitching just like it is my dart. I hope you can see it. I hope you do. Okay, this way. Now, what I see here, this is the thing that I'm getting really anxious about. So if I do this just like I marked here, like, okay, like this, I hope you can see what I'm doing. If not, maybe I will be zooming in. Okay, like this. All right. Yeah, I think my mark was correct. Okay, so don't worry. I know it's not too nice to see it this way, but I have it already marked. But I'm still seeing like, still there's a lot of fabric here. So I'm just doing this like this. I'm not liking how it looks like, and I'll be using like maybe another color. Yeah, I think this one will do. This one's permanent, won't fade away. And I hope you can see I'm painting here and on my dart here. So the only thing I'm gonna be doing here, I'm also adding what's the seam allowance, because I don't need this anymore. And remember, here I have more of the seam allowance, 2 centimeters. Okay, so now I think this is what's wrong. And I'm also gonna be like going a little bit down, maybe not too much, because I don't want the armhole to be just like this big, okay? So I'm going, I think, just like this in the middle of my dart. It's gonna be. So don't worry about it, we're gonna fix it. Well, remember that I have here the back where I already made my what I fixed. And yeah, can you see? It's almost the same length as I did before. So yeah, this is the one that I'm very intrigued with, honestly. But I'm gonna be taking the middle point of my bust here. Oops. I think this one's not doing its job. And let me check. Yeah, do this. So I'll be taking this point here, and maybe I'm gonna be doing a line here, but I'll be showing you. Still, I think just the way it is, it's okay, it's nice. Maybe just a little, not too much. And I'm going down to whatever position is to my now corrected, or the correct measurement here. So I think this armhole is gonna be better, and then we're gonna be making the fix and a movement, the movement of my dart. Okay, I'm pinning this, and then let's go down to the table. Okay, now that I have this one here, I marked with this permanent pen, well, with just a normal pen, from the bust point to where I marked a straight line. And now I'll be showing you how to move this one, but I think that thing I'm gonna be doing it on paper. However, I am cutting away the seam allowance that I have here, because I won't be using it anymore. And the one from the shoulder, I don't need it anyways. Yes, like so. Alright. Now, well, so you can see once I close this one here, it's gonna flip, but don't worry, I'm gonna start doing this on paper. So let's go. All right. So here I have this piece of paper where I'm gonna just to make my life easier, here I'm gonna be pinning this down on my paper so it doesn't move. Just a couple pins, that's it. Okay, it's holding back. Alright, so now here I have, I'll be tracing this here, but okay, yeah, I'm gonna be doing everything on paper, it doesn't matter really. Maybe this method isn't as fast and easy, and what I wanted to tell you is that maybe you'll see like, oh, but this is a lot of work or something, and it is a lot of work. But if you're going to be doing something simple, just I don't know, like an A-line dress or a blouse with short sleeves, like very basic, it doesn't matter, just do your best and you'll see how your clients will be coming back to you. So I'm pinning here just to know where are my where do I have my middle point of my chest, my bust, I mean. Let me see, yeah, that way will do. That's it. So the thing is that I know and I'm seeing here is that this is going down, okay? My dart, I mean my armhole is going back, I mean it's going down, and I have this dart that is actually messing up with me, okay? So now that I have this here, I'm sorry if you're seeing this like upside down. I have to work like this. I'll just cutting the video, whatever. Okay. So now that I have it here, I'm gonna, yeah, just check that you have your pattern completely traced. Now I'm taking this away, and I have here this ruler. Let me get this here and here. Remember, I have 2 centimeters of seam allowance on the side. I mean, maybe you can't see it much, but it's around here. I feel it is like this, so yeah. So before I even get anywhere, okay, so just so you can have it as a reference, I'm gonna pointing this here, and just to move my my dart, I'm gonna be moving this one here. Okay, I'm gonna have this one to the side of me, and remember there I have a video of how to move the darts and stuff, so don't worry, I'm gonna be linking down below in the video. Okay, so now with my paper scissors, I mean, you can do whatever you want. I mean, those are your scissors, whatever. I'm gonna be doing a couple of things. First, I have to move this dart. I'm gonna put it here, like move, okay? And also I'm closing this one, but this one is like, it has to do with my armhole, and this one has to do with the side. Don't think too much about it. I'll be showing you how to do it. So now let me get started and cut here, because I have to do some movements here. But first, I almost forgot that I have to move my dart like under here. And okay, I don't find my tool, but it doesn't matter. I just want to finish now. Okay, so the thing you can do is just to like pinch a little, just to know where to trace down, maybe like this, yeah, and then with a hand just go down, something like this. Okay, so now I mean, I don't have any trouble with down my pattern, so there's no trouble with this one. Doesn't matter, I don't care too much. As far as I did see, it was just okay. Okay, now like I told you, I have to move this dart. So if you remember on my video, you have to cut here like this, and then you will have to close this thing, this dart here. Okay, like so. This way you can move any dart to any place. Okay, so as you can see, it goes, this is my real armhole, and it goes just well. Okay, now I have to glue it down, something like this. Let me check. Where do I have my... Okay, here I have it. Glue it down, like so. So, something here, like this. And then over, we're closing this dart, okay, like this. Okay, and then let me check, because here I have to glue it here and here. Okay. And then with this piece of paper, just have it like this. Maybe I'm gluing everything down. Okay. Like so. Now remember that we have to make, did I call? Let me say we have to do a correction of this thing. Remember, let me just mark where my new dart is. And as you can see, the new correction is making me a new type of side, new kind of side. Okay, now remember, down from the armhole, like so, straight line, like this. Okay, remember this goes under, like this, and ta-da. Okay, I have my new dart made. Taking rid of this, and now here I have my new problem. Okay, so here I'll be holding this one again, placing it like this, and remember, let me do it with this, with blue. Okay, so this is the new armhole, all right? But also remember that I have to do it the same size as the back of this one. I'm getting rid of the centimeters here right now, like so. Alright, since I don't need this anymore, and just make them both the same size, just here, like this. As you can see, this one is going even better. Alright, so I have my new armhole already made, but remember that it generates me something like awful, like a bag or something. So what I'll be doing, I'm taking rid of this extra paper that I don't need, and then I'm gonna be closing this dart here. Maybe as you're seeing the chest, and as I can see it, the chest is getting a little bit wider, so I think I might need to open this dart and let just like to stay flat. So let me check if I can just like do it a little bit bigger. Do it like so, and you can see the chest now, it's doing its job. Okay, now how do you correct this? Can you see like the chest of my dress form is a little bit bigger than what I did before with my dart, with my the chest is a lot bigger of what the measurements that I had and I made. So this is very important because my dress form is a little bit bigger, or it has a lot of chest or bust, let's say. So you need to correct those things so you can do it, or you can have it better and it fits your client or to yourself correctly. So making this, maybe it's not as harmonious as I'd like it to be, but this way is gonna be better. So I'm closing this dart, and as you can see, the correction is not like, maybe it's hard. This is a little bit hard for beginner, but yeah. Okay, so we're closing completely this dart like this because I don't need this. Okay, so I'm closing it down and I'll be just cutting it away. And since this thing moved a lot more, I'll be gluing this down a lot more. And again, let me, because I think I'll have the middle point of this one better. This dart is getting a lot bigger. I'll be telling you what to do in this kind of situation, so you don't need like this big thing of dart, okay? Sorry, okay. So remember, this is basically your new dart, alright? So don't forget it. And now once again, I'm closing this dart like this. And I'm cutting it like this, okay? So this one flipped a little, but can you tell it's a big, super big dart. So I'll be leaving for a moment like this, but I'll be telling you also what you can do in this kind of situations. So don't worry, I'm leaving this just like it is, okay? Don't worry. And now let's check with this paper to my dress form, how it looks like. Let's go and check. Okay, so I have closed this dart since I won't be needing it too much. And then I'm placing it on the shoulder and here on the side. Remember to do it the wrong way, opposite way, okay? And then I don't know if you can tell the difference. By now, but I think this one looks way better than it did before. So I'm cutting another test and I hope I'm done, okay? Let's go. I'll be doing this off camera, so you don't have to be checking again and stuff like that. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I almost forgot, but we have to change the back of this pattern. Well, not like all the back, the whole thing or the whole pattern as well, but just the armhole, okay? So what I'm doing here is that I'm taking the half of my pattern, okay? So I'll be tracing the half of it like this. I did it a little wrong. Let me check again. Okay, like so. And now remember I have here this. Oh, I think I have already cut this part. How weird. Let me check. Something, yeah, like this, okay? Okay, so now I'll be just trying to to make it fit here, I'll be doing it just the other way around, okay? Okay, how weird. Did I cut it wrong? Feels like I cut this one wrong. Okay, I'm seeing the seam allowance. Oh, okay, it was because of the seam allowance. So like this, I'm placing it something like this, and here I'll be checking, because here I have like what I traced here, but I think it's gonna be better if I do it the opposite way. I'm sorry. So like this, I think this is the right way. My dart is closed, I don't mind much, don't worry, just place it correctly. Like this, I feel like it. Okay, so now let's see if the ink traces down. Yeah, it does. Okay, so I'll be marking like this. Alright, now I have it done. Alright. So this one is way better. I mean easier. So just as simple as that, just take it away. Like so. Okay. And there you have it. Alright. So as you can see, you can tell that let me adjust a little the camera. Alright, I think that's it. So as you can see, and you can tell, the front fits perfectly. I like how it looks like. Maybe what I can do is to fix this little problem that's just maybe half a centimeter or 1 centimeter maybe. Yeah, I think 1 centimeter. And fix it like this. However, I like how it looks like. It is a little bit maybe loose, not so much, but a little bit. I'm sorry for my threads hanging here. Let me just cut them. Okay. But now that I'm seeing, I think you see what I'm seeing. This thing here, I don't like it at all. So I'm gonna be holding my pattern under here and then up here. And I mean, this kind of trouble, it may happen to you. But yeah, so I don't like this little thing there. So I'm gonna adjust it. It's not too much, as you can tell, but it is there. So we're gonna do absolutely the same as I did. I'm gonna be tracing up here. I hope you can tell what I'm painting, or well, drawing. It's up here and up here, okay? And that's it. So this, the back is the only thing that's really bugging my mind right now, but I'm really liking how it's turning on. Maybe just like I was telling you, maybe I can adjust the sides, the side of this one. I can do. I mean, it's not too much, and maybe it's gonna be easy. This kind of adjustments, these happen like maybe at the next week that you see your customer. This may happen to you. So, but it's not to be to worry about, honestly. These things just happen as they are. So I think I'm finally done. Well, I'm seeing a little bit of up here, I think around this side. If you're wondering like how am I doing it, it's just like I'm holding this, and where I'm seeing where it's tight, I'm drawing in there. Okay, so now let's say your customer comes in and you have like the first problem. I'm sorry for this bump in the chest, but as you can tell it fits perfectly. But if it was because I have this bump, I didn't do it the right way. So anyways, your client comes first. Let's say you make this pattern, you make a first test the next week, let's say, and then this happens, like you have some final adjustments for her dress or the blouse or whatever you want. When your client is there, you can do just like I did. I was like pinching, like I did with this one, like pinching the armhole and then tracing just like I did, and then pinching where it's left and then drawing in there and stuff like that. I know like maybe on a dress form is easier than in person or with a person, okay? But just doing this twice and you're done. Actually, you won't be doing any mistakes. Even I can tell you, even if this one really maybe took a little bit of work, don't worry. Once you make this perfect fit for the dress, that whatever dress you're making, believe me that your clients are coming back to you because they will like your job in general. All right. I know it seems like a lot of work, but that's why you can raise your prices a little bit, because this kind of fit, not everyone can do it, okay? And that's why I'm actually teaching you how to do it. So, anyways, okay, I'm so sorry, my battery just ran out of. So what I was saying is that the only thing that we're going to need is to make to take the points from here. I hope you can see, drawing or marking, let's say, here and like here. I hope you can tell how I'm doing it. So I also was saying that I'm making, or I'll make a dart from this neckline, alright? So I think that's it. And also for the armhole, it's more convincing for me, but I'm still seeing like some things a little bit weird. Like I will prefer this to be a little bit just curved. It's not too much. Maybe something like this. Maybe. Yeah, I think it will be better like this. So so I think, yeah, that's it. I think from here I'll be marking a point, just like I told you, like a random point here, and making the dart, you see. So I have to tell you that mistakes happen, and I did something that I'm not too happy with. Let me show you. So here I have my pattern already done. So remember here, like I told you, I make the oh, I'm sorry, shaky camera. Okay, here I'm pointing like these points from here for the dart, and I already made this pattern, and I'm going to, like I told you, like a random part of the neckline. I have to correct my neckline like I showed you, but I also have to show you that what I tried was to make like this line from the waist dart, to make it as long as I could, and then I opened the dart. This is not right, because as I was doing it, I noticed that if I made that, the dart will open way too much, and if I try to close it like normally, then a bump will appear here, and that's not something I want to do. So what I did was just basically to go back and like Control Z, Control Z, let's say, and then what I did was just simply make a dart to my neckline like this. Okay, so after I cut, well, I make the neckline how I want it to be, like from this side. I need to change that, and to change this part of my armhole, and then, well, I'm cutting and sewing, and I'll check how it looks like this. So yeah, you'll see. And here's the final result. So as you can tell, the way I made it, it was completely right. I just had to, can you see? I just had to close the dart, or like make a dart, and it goes this way. So I'm very happy with how it fits. I have, like I showed you, here are both of my patterns, which I'm going to show you in the next video how to make them, or I mean trace them on cardboard or another thick paper. So yeah, can you see? I think it is okay. So this, compared to the other pattern, you can tell there's a lot of differences. And I mean, the other pattern making isn't wrong. Don't worry if you made it and you just have them like that, but you can do even better. And this way to make a better fitting is kind of a little bit of high fashion, okay? So the other method is more likely like a pret-a-porter, or how do you say it? I don't want to say fast fashion, because fast fashion works very differently. Ready to wear. Yeah, it was it. I'm sorry. So it's ready to wear. The other pattern that I show you is more likely to be ready to wear garments, and that's how you can do it. You can have like a model to wear it, and you can do a fit session and to change everything and stuff like that. But also this way of making it with dress form is actually very good too. So also I see like it was a lot more loose, if I remember. I mean, I made the correction here, but the thing I'm seeing is that maybe instead of doing a straight line, you can do a curved line, because well, depending on your model or your client. But as you can see, we don't have like a straight line here, it's just a curved. And I don't mean like do a very curved line, just a little bit, just a tiny bit of a curve. So I think that's what I'm going to be changing in my, like in this pattern, and of course also this one. And yeah, so I'm very happy with the results actually. So other thing that you can do, just so I can finish this video already, is that you can take the pattern off and trace it on paper. Here, for example, the only seam allowance that I have here are the shoulders and the sides, and that's it. I don't have anything traced on here. And I also left just like it is, but I'm making the correction still, because I have to make the sleeve of it. In the next video I'm going to show you exactly how to, and I don't mean like exactly, I'm gonna be making absolutely the same sleeve that I made with you, but I'm gonna be changing just a little bit of it because I'm pretty sure like this is going to change. Maybe not too much, but I know it is going to. I think I'm just leaving something like this. Oh, this one is not. Come on, help me. Help me. Alright, I think it is now. I'm seeing just a little bit on the front, and I mean, you can do a lot of changes, you can do a lot of things, and I'm also seeing, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm seeing like the front side is more backwards or on the back than the back side on the front. I don't know if you can, or if I'm explaining myself a little bit, but can you see? I hope you can tell. You can tell where the seam of my dress form is. Okay, so this is just me being a little bit I don't know if saying picky or perfectionist, I don't know, but you can also do this. I'm gonna, and this is no big deal, okay? So I can actually just trace like a straight line like this, and what I'm gonna do is just simply cut in between this, just cut in here, and that's it. I'm just doing that and just tracing it just like it is, and that's how I'm gonna make it. So there's a thing that I also learned in a small work, how do you call it? I forgot how to call it. So I was working with another seamstress or a designer, I'll say a designer, and she actually teach me a lot of stuff, and one of the stuff that I learned there, and she teach me, is that one of the best things to make the back pattern, because it's not as simple as it is. You can tell how the back like goes like this, you know, like it's not all flat, you know. So one of the things that mainly happen is that the front side goes a lot of on the back, and the back side is just like a lot on the back, you know. So one of the things she usually did was to take I think it was like 2 centimeters, I'm sorry, or so. Let me see if I have my, let me check. I think this one's, yeah, 1 centimeter. This one's like maybe 1.5 centimeters. But yeah, you can do that with your patterns. I'm going to show you, alright? So in the next video, because I want to make the sleeve, alright? So what am I gonna do right now is to take this off and unstitch everything, cut these parts here, cut this side here, and then what else, and then just change a little bit. Like here I'm gonna be making a curvy line, and I think that's it. But basically just as it is, as you can see, I think it's way better than how it was before. So let me see if I can take, let's take the, how is it called, the thumbnail, alright? Okay, so that's basically it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. As you know, I really enjoyed making this kind of videos and teaching you. I hope you learned something new today. And as you can tell, nobody's perfect. I mean, you learn things every day if you want to, because there are people like they don't want to learn nothing and they think like they know everything and stuff. But I know I'm still learning. I know stuff, all right? But I know that I have to change a lot of stuff also, to change and to learn new stuff and blah blah. So thanks a lot for watching. In the next video I'm going to cover how to turn these patterns into like your basic patterns on cardboard. It's very easy, and also I'm gonna be covering how the sleeves turns out. All right, so I hope you enjoyed watching again. And so if you liked it, you know, you can subscribe and you can like this video and blah blah. Also follow me on my social media. I started with an Instagram account. I hope you can go there, and I'm seeing you there. All right, so thanks a lot once again, and see you in the next video. Okay, goodbye, bye bye.